Across the United States, different states have varying laws on which animals you can keep as pets. Many animals are prohibited due to human safety and animal welfare concerns, like the following 19 examples. We think you'll find they're all for the best. Dig cats. Thanks to Tiger King, more Americans have tried to obtain an exotic animal in the last few years. The International Fund of Animal Welfare states that the Big Cat Public Safety Act was signed into law in 2022, prohibiting private ownership of big cats. Monkeys. Any fan of Friends will know that monkeys are illegal pets, but in some states, there is actually no ban on this. A staggering 17 states have no restrictions on keeping monkeys as pets, while in the rest, keeping a monkey in a residential environment is completely illegal. Ferrets. Ferrets are legal to own in 48 U.S. states, with the exceptions of California and Hawaii. It's illegal to purchase, adopt, and bring your ferret with you if you move from out of state. This is due to concerns about rabies, and the government policy has been in place since 1933. Tarantulas. While there is a lot of talk about domesticated tarantulas, these spiders are exotic animals. All tarantulas sold as pets are captured in nature or bred from spiders who were. So unfortunately, there is no truly ethical way to own a pet tarantula, and legality in the US is city-dependent. Iguanas. There are many places in the US where it is illegal to have an iguana as a domestic animal. Florida, New York, and Hawaii all prohibit pet iguanas, and iguana laws are slowly increasing. In many states, you now need a permit to possess an iguana. Ducks. While there are technically no legalities in the US for keeping ducks as pets, there are a lot of restrictions. Any city or town that is not list duck zone does not allow you to keep ducks on your property. In these circumstances, any evidence of pet ducks will receive heavy fines. Snapping turtles. It's illegal to keep snapping turtles as pets anywhere in the US, and this rule also applies to any turtle with a shell less than 4 inches in length. The CDC found that many salmonella outbreaks were linked to them, so sales have since been banned from 1975 because of the disease. Bats. Bats are illegal to keep as pets in the US. The main reason for the ban is, you guessed it, the risk of rabies. In addition to their notoriety for harboring rabies, bats are wild animals that can't be domesticated and are prone to biting in defense. Yikes. Crocodiles and alligators. Even if it were legal, crocodiles and alligators could never be considered pets. These large, dangerous animals could never be domesticated in the way some animals can. It's illegal to own one in most states, and in the few that permit, there are insanely strict licensing laws. We'll stick to dogs. Thanks. Groundhogs. In most states, it is illegal to keep a wild animal as a pet, and groundhogs are considered wild animals. In the limited states where it's legal, groundhogs are subject to the same laws as wild rodents, meaning you must have a rehabilitation permit that allows you to keep them. Scorpions. Although the US has a huge international trade of scorpions, 80% of which is unregulated, it is still illegal for scorpions to be imported. While there are limited laws surrounding keeping scorpions as pets, it is extremely rare to source once, and doing so is considered an illegal activity. Squirrels. According to Atlas Obscura, American gray squirrels were once one of the most popular pets in the US. That's pretty bizarre. 10 states still allow squirrels to be kept as pets, but although they may look cute, squirrels are wild rodents that are extremely high maintenance and can be vicious. Gerbils. Gerbils are common pets in many states, but they are, surprisingly, prohibited in California and Hawaii. Here, having a pet gerbil is considered illegal possession, and you will receive heavy fines. This is due to the climate being similar to the gerbil's natural habit and the worrying that they could establish feral colonies. Raccoons. Only 16 states legally allow you to keep a raccoon as a pet. However, many of these states require a permit. In these states, it is typically illegal to have a raccoon in your possession unless you are a licensed wildlife rehabilitator. Anyway, why would you choose a raccoon over a cat? Bears. Even the idea of having a pet bear seems terrifying and irresponsible, but there are always insane people who will try it. Although it's technically legal in 7 states to have a pet bear, bears are some of the most dangerous animals in the US, so it's generally frowned upon by the law. Owls. In the US
is
restricted to licensed and fully trained rehabilitators for education, breeding programs, and falconry. The Migratory Bird Treaty Act protects native owls, making it impossible to keep one as a pet. That's probably for the best. Cockatoos have been listed as an endangered species since 2014. So under the Endangered Species Act, they are prohibited from being owned, sold, or purchased. Some exceptions require permits to keep them as pets, but overall, cockatoos are part of an illegal trade. Skunks. It's currently legal to own a pet skunk in 17 states, but there are still many restrictions in those states where it is not illegal. Although domesticated skunks are docile compared to wild skunks, Skunkhaven explains that most states require a permit. Imagine the smell. Pigs. Last but not least, there has been a growing interest in micropigs over the last decade. However, micropigs are still classified as farm animals and are prohibited in towns and cities that are not zoned for livestock. Adult pigs are also commonly aggressive towards humans, making it dangerous to keep them as pets, even when they're small.